It's called Soaring, XP Soaring. Anyway, you can drop your flight plan in there, and it pops it up on an interactive map.
Okay.
You can even switch it to a task in there if you wanted to fly with your glide computer connected to the sim.
That's nice.
Okay, so we're heading west, is that correct?
Yeah.
This is a cool part of the world.
Yeah, I just made this up myself.
How much, I don't have a very good, like, terrain elevation map. Is this mostly ridge or thermal?
Mostly rage, but you probably want to take at least one thermal to get there.
Okay, is it better to have a wind from the south or from the west?
From here, I'd probably want. Well, it's kind of like the path is to the east, kind of. So you kind of want it from the north or the northeast.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna be on the north side of some terrain?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
I've only flown like half of it, but it looks like we should be able to make it all the way through.
The prevailing winds in this part of the world is really westerly. We always have a west flow here on the west coast. Although, I say that up north, up there, SeaTac is north-south runways, so at least in LA, we are always west flow. It might be like 5 days a year with the wind switch. Okay, finally in the sim. Let me switch over to the glider.
Yeah, I think just north winds will work fine.
Sounds great. LS4. My club in Texas that I used to fly at had one of these. But I never flew it.
I saw one in real life. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I when I flew there didn't have the hours to qualify for the insurance. Okay. What time do you want to do the flight?
Just stand by. I gotta send something real quick.
No worries. No rush.
We could do like a morning flight, maybe.
Yeah, that was fun when we did Scion.
Yeah. One second. Just setting the soaring presets to the thing. There we go.
Did you pick a weather preset?
Yeah, so I think we're gonna go with. Let's see here. Number 50.
50?
Actually, no. Let's not do that one. I want to do. Where's the other one? Here we go. 48.
48. I was looking at the high 60s.
48 or. No, that's not what I want either. Partly cloudy. Okay, this is the one.
Okay.
34. 34, and we can go and bump up the top winds if you want.
Yeah, that looks good with the good ground wind straight from the north.
Yeah.
What's a good... Is 9 a.m. too late?
9 a.m.?
Yeah, I guess curious what it'll look like in the sim. I guess we can always change time of day after we get into the sim.
I think 9's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna set that as my launch. Hopefully it looks nice in that part of the world at 9 a.m. local.
Yeah. Yeah, I found when I went out here, it's kind of the sunset's usually later, later in the day compared to.
Yeah, in LA we get it at about 6:30 this time of year. Seattle's a little further west, so it's a little later.
Yeah.
I I see the nice ridge you have picked out. I think that we'll have some success. And I see there's a few different options for ridges you could take between
Yeah.
points, which could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
You're also doing today's date in the sim, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You can play with that and get better thermals in the summer.
Okay.
By the way, so you can use that in the future as kind of a help you customize the weather some more. I think I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna change the runway to runway 34, so we take off into the winds.
Mine actually did not have a runway assigned, but while we're on the topic, what launch method are you doing?
I just do arrow tail. It worked pretty well for me the last time I did it.
Okay. The default 172 is fine?
Yeah, or whatever you have. That's just what I can only launch with that.
I don't see your tow plane, right? You don't see mine?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, I'm gonna use the Super Decathlon and give it a go.
Alright.
I hope it's not a mistake. Can always slew up.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright, you can count us down. I'm good to go.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, fly.
See your streams up here?
Yep.
Congrats on surpassing 100 subscribers.
Oh yeah. We passed that a while ago. 200's the goal. 200's when I'm putting out a surprise for some of my other viewers.
Fancy. Okay, I am on the runway. Clouds out there look great. This is exactly the same nav display glide computer I used to fly with.
That's cool.
Very familiar. Looking forward to this.
Alright.
I'm not doing ballast because I don't remember how to properly set it up.
Yeah, I think you just gotta click request and then it should.
Huh.
I don't know if that works.
There was like a way to enter how much ballast you want with that green number, but it's been a long time since I've given this guy a go.
Yeah. Let me change this guy.
Also, no flaps.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing K21 speeds today. But this is my favorite kind of gliding. I guess I'll
Yeah, you could go ahead and take off. I'll be back in a minute here. I'm just gonna run in the bathroom.
Okay. See how this goes. Maybe I could stream it on Discord. Maybe your viewers will like that.
Alright, how's it going for you?
Dude, this decathlon has a crazy climb rate. I put it on stream. I'm getting 1,500 feet a minute off on the toe.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
looks pretty good.
little spicy. What altitude should I bail out?
Uh, there's really not any clouds. See if they make it
Oh,
onto a cloud.
he waved me off, so I guess
Yeah.
3,000.
I don't know why they take
Uh,
off with flaps in the sim. It's kind of weird.
yeah. I'm hoping with all the work they did in 2024 for the new glider clubs, I hope that they made a considerable change to
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff like that.
I wish they could have the Pawnee as a tow plane.
Yeah, but maybe they'll be able to get the Cessna, what is it, 188?
Yeah, something like that. I wonder if
The
there's like a
airplane.
non-crop duster version of it.
Yeah, I'll be curious. Can convince them to put a tow plane variant.
Mm-hmm.
I like the sounds of the creaking of the glider
Yeah.
and the wings here.
There is a way to, if you have the pilot on, you can turn it off. I forgot how, though.
Mm,
There's one of these
Thank
buttons
you.
you can click. Oh, it's the push to talk button on the stick.
Mm, nice, because that was interfering with my view when I looked over the wing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
All right, let's see. Where are you? What server am I even on? What
Oh
server are you on?
shoot, I don't even
Oh,
know. I'm on East. I'm on,
okay, I'll switch over. I realized that I haven't even seen you yet.
yeah,
Okay, I'm switching over to East, so I should pop up at some point.
yeah. I think the clouds will still look the same though, right?
Yes, yeah, that won't affect the weather.
Oh shoot.
Okay, I see you there on tow without a tow plane.
Magical self-launch.
Alright, you're just on my 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock maybe. I'm gonna loiter above you. I haven't actually done any work looking for a lift. I've
Yeah,
been
let's hit,
trying.
there's some decent clouds over here.
Yeah, but it's downwind and
Oh, that's true, yeah.
but it's also kind of our only option. There's a bunch of blue over here.
Yeah.
I wish the sim was better about looking over types of land for signs of where thermals might
Oh,
be
like blue
generated.
thermals and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I actually had a,
Condor 3.
oh yeah,
Go ahead.
Condor 3.
Comes out in a few days.
Mm-hmm.
It's much better at those kind of things.
Yeah, I was looking on Facebook. That's like their only place. It's so hard to find news about that.
I know they're very not in the modern age
Yeah,
in a sense.
but we'll have to get that. That looks really fun.
You still on tow?
I'm about to release. I'm at
Okay.
3-1. I'm gonna just release there.
Yeah, you just climbed above me. I'm to your 8 o'clock behind you, and I'm currently flying southeast, so I'm not a factor.
Yeah, I got you now.
Turning left. Man, I wish they had canopy flashers in the sim.
What do you mean, like?
Have you ever seen those in gliders?
I don't think so. I don't know what you're referring to.
It's like a little LED light that you put on the inside of your canopy, and it faces outward. And there's like a little similar to Flarm. There's like a little thing that knows if you're pointing at another glider, and it'll flash them with an LED color of light,
Oh, that's cool.
and it just increases visibility.
I've seen the ones in like the tail and stuff, but I've never seen it in the cockpit.
Yeah, I know a few guys who, in their very nice ships, have versions of that, and they work very well. Super visible.
I'm gonna try into one of these clouds.
I think that's maybe our best bet right now.
Yeah.
The start was the airport, right? Williams Air Patch is next.
Yeah. And then some of these are just like custom points or something. Forgot
Okay.
how I put it.
I wonder if you can go back through the waypoint on this glide computer to like restart the task to start your time back over.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm getting a bite of lift here. It's the first time I've
Yeah.
heard the Vario, which is a good reminder for me to turn the Vario back down. Okay, I might have found something here.
I'm just getting slightly positive error.
It bumped up there for a second. I was starting to get hopeful.
I'm getting like 1 knot average.
I got 2 on the averager right now. But I'm
Hmm.
doing a right turn and I'm staying in lift, and the averager is
Yeah.
doing just fine. This might be one of those things where it gets better the higher you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was fine on a day like this weekend, except it was all blue. And when you just, I managed to stay up for 2 hours, but it was just, I don't
Nice.
know. Wasn't,
Those are good skills to work on.
yeah. But they were really tight thermals, so you had to kind of like, you had to really actually pull on a steep turn and like just accept the sink, otherwise you weren't getting anything.
Mm. Managed to stay in this very weak lift, but
Yeah.
meanwhile I'm just getting blown downwind. 18.3 kilometer to Williams Air Patch. I'm just gonna see if that starts getting too big. There's one spot somewhere in the middle where I get like 2.5 knots here, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
tighten it up and find it, but
I think what I did the last time or the one time I did fly this is I couldn't really get any lift, so I just like beelined it to the ridge, and I did make it through eventually, because if you can get to the bigger ridges, you can start to get a lot of lift.
right. I wonder if we should do that.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 knots there for a sec. I'm gonna adjust my. I think we should adjust more northerly.
Hmm. It is getting a little bit better.
Can you adjust the rudder sensitivity or the adverse yaw in this one?
Um, you might be able to. I'd just look around. There's a lot of these things you can kind of mess with.
I know the DG808 has a lot of cool click spots as well. We should try that one in the future.
Yeah, I think I installed that one. I did like one flight in it.
I think they started with the FSX model, but put a lot into it.
Mm. I might just go ahead and leave this thermal and just head for the ridge.
Yeah, I think I'm
We have to make sure we took
ready.
the right line because the other time I did this, I did it and I just barely skimmed through the hills.
I'm off year 6 right now. I can stay pretty close and follow whichever line
Yeah.
you end one with.
I thought we had to go like around this bend kinda. Because I was like really low, so I had to go and hug the other thing, and then I just got carried away, and I just went through really high mountains to get there.
6 o'clock, maybe 75 feet below, yeah.
Okay.
Funny enough, now we're just staying in lift.
Yeah. Alright, so we gotta go just around that bend, and then, okay. Not too bad. I saw one of these LS4s in real life, and it had a really nice flight computer. I'd just be really cool to fly.
I want to fly up here in real life.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice. They do, the airport we took off is a soaring club in real life.
Oh, cool. Wonder which runway. I I didn't see any grass obvious
Yeah.
strips. It seems like a big airport.
But they do like ridge soaring flight things you can like buy.
I've always wanted to take a train up from Southern California up here to Seattle,
Yeah.
uh, along the coast. Just seems like a fun trip.
Mhm.
And also, if I had the willpower, I would drive up on the Pacific Coast Highway, Highway 1.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The only bummer is there's lots. It just takes so much longer.
Mhm. Yeah, the Pacific Ocean up here is like pretty miserable. I've been out there a few times.
Just cold and
It's just cold, usually foggy and dreary.
unforgiving.
Yeah. Oregon, there's at least some like cool things to see along the beach, like Cannon Beach and stuff, but
Hmm.
it's here, it's just like empty. But you can drive on the beach, which is pretty cool.
Which side of this, this little mound at our 12 o'clock?
Yeah.
You gonna go along the north side of it or just try to skip over and...
I'm gonna probably go around the north side because that's where I
Okay.
think this airport is.
Oh, you are right. I've just been enjoying the view and completely forgot about Williams Air Patch.
Yeah.
But I just love gliding in the sim like this and just looking around,
Mhm.
going slow. I'll be honest, this is going pretty well upwind, much better than I expected it to penetrate.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some like cool mountains over around here.
It's a really stable glider.
Yeah.
Barely touching the controls here.
Mm-hmm.
I turned my McCready up to 1, which gives me 61 knots, which I think is actually pretty fair speed for this glider to fly upwind.
Yeah. I'd maybe do 65 even.
I lost track of you. Let me see if I can.
I'm at like
Oh,
your 11 o'clock.
okay.
Alright, we're almost making it there.
Got less than 10 kilometer to go.
Mm-hmm. And this is just the hardest part. Once you get along the ridge, it's pretty easy.
Right, I bet. Oh, you know why we're penetrating upwind so well?
Hmm.
We didn't change any of the wind layers, and I think it dies off as you go up.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to see what the ridge will be like. So I don't
I
know.
think
Maybe let's try to not change it.
yeah, mine haven't changed, I don't think.
Because in the menu, I did not turn the winds at higher altitudes up. So yeah,
Yeah.
I got like 4 knots, 1 knot, 8 knot. I'm gonna leave it and just experiment and see if it's workable like this.
Okay.
And then if we don't like it, I think we can crank it up later.
Mm-hmm.
What's your altitude?
I'm at 2.9.
Okay, I'm at 2.8. You still around my 11 o'clock?
Yeah, I'm moving to your 12 o'clock now.
Okay, I really do not see you.
Alright, we're coming up to this air patch here.
Trying to find the line between being close enough to the ridge in the right part to get a little lift and hit this waypoint at the same time.
Yeah, I think I'm getting a little bit here.
I'm in some zero sync. My total energy probe says 0.
Hmm.
But I'm making up for my descent rate.
Where is this Williams Air patch?
It's gotta be close to that river.
Yeah.
My nose, my little glide computer says my nose is pointed right at it. 3.5 kilometer to go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that might be it there. No, it's just a road, I think. Or maybe not, I don't know. That might be it. Yeah, I think it's just like, it's basically just a grass field. There's really nothing here that looks like an airstrip. But I think there's a static plane on the ground that you might be able to indicate.
It says it's kind of a north-south runway, just to the north of the
Yeah. It's not really a
north of,
runway at all. It's literally just a
no,
field.
right off the highway. It says off a bend in the highway. Where is that?
I'm just trying. I think I might crank up my winds just for the fun of it.
I think I do see it. I think there are trees spawned in over what the runway actually is.
Uh,
It's hard to tell. Oh no, I see it. Yeah. Okay, this is 100% it. I'm over it right now. I can see it on my stream. It's this little strip right here below me that runs north-south.
yeah.
Just after that bend in the road. Grass strip with trees on the north end.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of these fields look like better air landing spots than that.
All right, on to Darrington Municipal.
Yeah. I think that's the one I might have landed at. There's a
Uh,
few airports up in that valley up ahead.
cool. I haven't changed my winds. I'm just gonna check out the ridge.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot here at 100 knots.
Oh man, you're cooking.
Yeah. Yeah, so this other time I went like kind of under these wires here. I think those are wires. And then because I was so low, I worked that ridge and then I had to like cut up through those mountains.
You ever see YouTube videos of ag pilots go under wires?
No, I don't think so.
Oh man, I'll have to find one and send it to you. They're crazy. How long is the task distance wise total?
Let's see. To the
What we
final
got
turn point,
50 kilometers,
103.
just like
Or,
that's pretty good.
yeah. It shouldn't be that long. Alright, I'm gonna try this ridge. If it's not working, then I'll up the winds.
Are you still on the default one
Yeah.
or the preset we chose?
Oh yeah, it's working. There's like 4 knots.
Nice. Yeah, I have a feeling once we get on these better faces. Also, these faces look pretty optimal for ridge lift in real life.
Yeah, not bad.
I think you picked a good location here. Good valley.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they have a bunch of routes in here, but I literally just looked it up. I just looked up some random path through the mountains that looked like it made sense. Yeah, it's working really well.
I've been going a lot slower than you, so I'm just now getting to the good stuff.
Hmm. gained almost
Guess I could.
1,000 feet, I think.
Nice. I think I can afford to speed up.
Yeah.
Oh, the sounds of the wind when the lift picks up is pretty good.
Hmm.
Yeah, the bridge totally works.
I guess the
Works
ground
well.
wind just kind of goes over the trees, and you don't really need the layers that much.
Right. Several sim updates ago, when I was gliding even more in the sim, it, it was not the same. And so
Yeah.
these weather packs are clearly all being updated as they learn more. As the sim
Mhm.
gets updated. Wow, dude, this is good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that new Condor game's gonna be really fun.
Let's see, it comes out in 3 days.
Yeah, Saturday. I was thinking it was Friday, but I guess it's Saturday. But some people from my club have like a group from a bunch of different people, and they fly on Condor, so I'll get the sim then and I'll join that.
Yeah, you should totally.
Yeah, a girl at my club, she's 19 and she's training for the Junior Worlds.
Wow, that's awesome.
Mhm. She owns a Discus 2B.
Oh, very cool. 19, man, I wish.
Yeah. Well, there's some sync. There's some. Now it's starting to cook a little bit.
I think I'm just behind you by half a mile, maybe.
Maybe a little bit more than that, yeah.
Because I guess your stream is behind, but
Yeah, probably around a mile.
yeah, this ridge is longer than I thought it was.
Mhm. I'll do a couple circles here and wait for you.
Man, this is a real escalator up right here.
Yeah.
You ever been in a lift so good you can sense, like you could just see yourself going up? You can see the ground get smaller.
Mm, I don't know. There've been a
I'm,
few times when I've been at like VA and it's like that it's still going up and it's like, oh man.
yeah, I'm just beneath you.
Yeah, I'm doing one more pass. Let's see.
I've been in some thermals in Texas and single seat, really light, low wing loading ships,
Yeah.
and just been like just carried up, man. I mean, 10 knots, and you just like look down at the ground, and you're like, gosh, am I in a commercial airliner right now? I'm getting a better climb rate than every Cessna doing any training flight right now in the whole state.
Yeah.
It'd be like 120 degrees on the ramp.
I wonder what a Cessna would think of that thermal as like severe turbulence.
Yeah, just getting rocked.
Just shut the engine off and thermal what the like 8 to 1 glide ratio.
I've heard stories of tow planes after the last flight to the ridge going idle, flying along the ridge next to gliders
Oh
and
wow.
gaining lift. Never seen that, but I've heard it tell.
Yeah, so I got to that little snowy bit up there and then I landed it on the airfield down here.
Oh, okay. The one way down there or the one just off our right?
The one just off our right up here.
Okay. This is some cool landscape, and you really picked a good ridgeline.
Yeah.
I would have never tried flying over here.
Yeah, I feel like the other parts of the Cascades are just, or like when you go southern kind of into Rainier, I feel like it's not as good for soaring down there. Because then you really start to get into some high altitudes and it's kind of hard to make it up there.
Yeah.
The summit of Rainier, I think, is like 14,000.
I'm gonna have to do some serious thinking and flying around to figure out a good place for our next task
Yeah.
to match this.
I mean, I still have the other offer up. We could do a circumnavigate the Philadelphia Class Bravo airspace. Or even the
It's pretty.
Allentown one. That one there's actually a task for that some people do.
Yeah, that was a cool space.
Yeah.
Have to rely on all those thermals.
Yeah.
I
But
feel like we got it.
it'd be interesting though, and we could go and like land at Atlantic City or something.
We gotta find. We gotta really unlock good thermals in the sim.
Yeah.
But we could tweak weather in some way and get some more out of it.
Yeah, it's either like like a billion knots up or just nothing.
Yeah.
The scenery is so weird here. It just like slowly loads in. I don't really get
Yeah,
it.
but it looks great actually when it's popped in finally.
Yeah.
Just imagine 2024. I mean, that's gonna be, first property detail right there. I mean, that's gonna look like that because that's how it's modeled.
Yeah, hopefully.
I was pretty impressed with how it looked in the tech alpha, so.
Yeah, I don't really fly around mountains that much. I should have though.
I saw a lot of people flew around the Grand Canyon, which I think Asobo did have like proper photogrammetry enabled for it.
Yeah.
And the videos I saw on YouTube did look pretty freaking good, so. I see this little Darrington Municipal. I'm gonna go ahead and break off, what is that, northeasterly
Yeah.
030 and go grab it here.
Alright, now let's head from here. We're gonna split off to the right and go that way.
Yeah, get a little downwind push for the rest of the tasks might be nice. A
Yeah.
little tailwind component. Which, let's see if I can answer the question myself. So we follow the road down for a good way.
Is that a road or is that a river?
I see Clear Creek Road, which also follows the river.
Oh, okay.
And then, yeah, there's that northern little road as well. So, kind of doing some dead reckoning on my map up here. Currently over Mount Baker area, National Forest area.
Nice. One of these is Mount Baker. I don't know which one. It might be that one. No, those big. You'd have to look on the thing. I don't know. No, I think. Oh,
So
what's the one that's up north? I gotta remember.
I don't have good local knowledge, so it's hard to correlate with the map.
Yeah. I'd have to ask my dad.
Looks like Mount Pew over here is one of the higher peaks.
Yeah. Do you have the sectional pulled up or?
No, I have that task planner that I threw in the Discord.
You can go and get downloads of the sectionals from the FAA website, can't you?
I'm sure that you can. Probably can.
I just bought a new one for the Philly terminal area, but it expires in like 1 week.
Yeah. Boy, you know what? I can't even remember off the top of my head how frequently they're updated.
Of the sectionals? 56
Uh-huh.
days, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right. Can't.
It used to
There's
be more than that.
try not. Yeah, I was about to say 72, but that might have been true when I learned it.
Yeah, it got updated I think 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
Let's see if we can find a Washington sectional chart.
I don't even know if I have a paper one on me right now.
Digital downloads, here we go. Sectional chart. Washington. PDF. Let's see if this works. I'm pulling it up on my phone, so I don't know how well it will be. It's 100 megabytes? What the heck am I downloading?
Coming up to what I think might be Jumbo Mountain.
Oh no, I got the other Washington, like Washington DC section.
Got him. Like, there are no mountains at all here, and a lot of TFRs.
No, this is the. I clicked on sectional, but it's giving me the terminal area, maybe? I have no idea. This is not.
Or like a fly chart or something.
This is not very good map.
I do love a good fly chart. Speaking of the Washington, D.C. area, I did a cool flight in the 737 MAX 8 from iFly. And took off a runway 1 from DCA, and you got to do the immediate left turn to avoid permanent temporary flight restriction there. And it flies really nicely. I obviously have never flown a 737.
Nice.
But
I saw a clip, I think it was a few weeks ago. It was like JD Vance's plane or something, like violated the presidential TFR.
I did see that, yeah.
Oh, you can get the digital download, but it's like really low quality. Oh wait, no, now it's starting to load in. Let's see if it will load in. I don't know. Half of it is. Okay, here we go. So we are up here. Arlington Municipal. Okay, we just passed Darrington. Any of these mountains? Okay, so that one up ahead, that's Glacier Peak.
Oh, let's see, which one are you? The big one off kind of
yeah, the big one that's let's
real
see.
far out there.
Yeah, it's like running on heading 090.
Yeah.
And then to the north, that's I think that is Mount Baker maybe. I think that's Mount Baker up to the north. But Glacier Peak is an inactive volcano, to my knowledge. There could also be El Dorado Peak, or maybe that's one of the smaller ones, I don't know.
So say how high it is?
Yeah, Glacier Peak is 10,560, I think.
Wow, pretty tall.
Yeah. And then I think from here we're gonna go south. Okay. I wonder if you could buy your own like sectional chart paper and just like print out sectionals.
You not ones that legally
Yeah.
qualify to navigate with. There's a dumb but funny true story of a guy who posted online of him going to his check ride with printed out versions of sectionals,
Oh
and
my god.
yeah, his CFI had recommended to not do that, and like like it's like even though you have your digital copies and you're legal to do that, showing that you're like navigating off of these with your DPE. And anyway,
Just
just like
spend
you
the ten
expect,
dollars.
yeah, just like you expect, he got a discontinuance
Mm.
and didn't fly, didn't work.
A guy at our club actually just passed his check ride last weekend.
It's a good thing to see.
Hmm.
Keep clubs pumping out some rated pilots. Keep
Well,
the club running.
unfortunately, the guy before him was like one of the first people to actually fail their check ride in a long while here.
Oh man, I've only seen, I've only known one person to fail.
Yeah.
But they did get it on their second ride.
Yeah, I think we have a really good history of passing check rides, so I think the FAA starts to get suspicious. So at least
They send, yeah,
maybe that'll change things, I don't know.
DP has to get their numbers down. I'm gonna have to take a ride with a aviation safety inspector.
When's that?
Hopefully never. That's the good thing is gliders only have 2 seats. The FAA can't ride along with you.
I wonder what would happen if you put in a 7750 into your glider transponder.
The approach controller would get a red EM pop up on their scope next to your primary target,
Hmm.
and they would probably call on guard on 21.5 and see if you answered.
Hmm.
But I think they'd probably be suspicious.
Yeah.
But they would see that, and it would pop up on their scope, and it would pop up at the command center, and so like everyone would know. Everyone would see you.
Yeah.
Everyone will see you. Washington will see you.
It'd just be really weird to think that I'm hijacking my single seat glider.
Yeah.
Has anyone actually ever like been hijacked and put in 7500?
Yeah, there are stories and like air crash investigations where they include that as something that happened. And I off the top of my head I can't remember, but famously there's like a story of a hijacking where the hijackers knew what that code meant, and so they
Mm.
like weren't allowed to squawk it.
Yeah, because I feel like if you were hijacking a plane, you'd at least have some like basic knowledge on what people are doing.
Yeah, well, if you're hijacking a plane,
It's hard to
hard
coordinate everything every sometimes.
it's hard also for me to understand where their headspace is.
Yeah.
In India, over the past week or so, there's been a bunch of, so far, fake bomb reports for planes.
Ooh.
So a lot of people who have notifications set up for 77 and 75 and 7600 beacon codes have been getting lots of Indian airlines flashing emergency codes all day because of bomb threats. You know, I don't know if on the scope automatically EM would flash up over a primary target. I'm obviously not a traffic controller. I've never worked on those programs,
Yeah.
but I do know that they can make you an emergency aircraft by putting that in. And I know that they see your primary target, and I know that they'll see your squawk, and I know that it notifies them. You should email a controller and ask.
Oh man, that's some sync.
There's a great podcast called Opposing Bases. It's done by 2 air traffic controllers out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Actually, one of them is a airline pilot now, but they talk about it from both sides of the mic, and it's very educational and good.
That's cool.
That's why I know what I know. And if you want to be an air traffic controller,
I don't
there's
think
an
I could
open
do
bid.
that.
There is an open bid soon where they're hiring off the street from the public. You can put in an application. They only do it about once a year. Otherwise, very hard to become an air traffic controller.
Yeah.
So if stream ever wants to do that, look into it because it's coming up.
That just sounds like a super stressful job.
Yeah, it does seem that way, but I have a feeling, like anything else, you just get used to it.
Yeah.
And the reality is, even once you pass your training in Oklahoma and get sent to a airport or a facility, you still have like 2 or 3 years of training at that facility to certify on one position. So you have like 3 years of a training controller plugged in with you, with a microphone as well, who's like helping you learn the airspace and the procedures, the letters of agreement between adjacent facilities, making sure you don't mess it up. So it probably is stressful, but if you make it through training and you can get into facility, and they'll train you, they'll teach you everything you need to know. You don't need to know anything else going into it besides what's in the 7110.65, which is their FAR aim, which is a controller's Bible. So it might be stressful, but they'll teach you how to deal with it.
Yeah. Do they get to choose like where they go, or are they just like sent off?
I think it is based on how you do at the academy when you're training.
Oh, so it's at the Air Force.
Yeah, and additionally, what the need in the NAS, the National Airspace System, is. So if you perform the best in your class at the academy, you get to pick first, but your options might be like, whatever's needed most. So.
Yeah, it's interesting.
You might not get to pick the city where you're from. You might not get to pick a place like where you're from.
Luckily around here, I know a few people actually commute up to like Newark Airport. So you can either commute down to Philly or up to Newark if you worked in the airlines.
Yeah. Or you could live in California and commute to Philly still.
Just be a much longer trip. Crazy that people actually do that though.
People actually do that. I've always heard it's best to pick the job with the shortest commute. Pick the base where you can be home. You know, after you land, hopefully you're getting in a car driving home and not
Yeah.
hoping to catch a flight to your actual home.
Yeah, I feel like that's just even, it's like more being away than like just like live on base.
But one of the guys from that air traffic control podcast who now flies for the airline, he commutes because he got an offer on the 757, and that's arguably the coolest airplane ever made.
Yeah.
So he said, I'll eat the commute to be able to fly that for the rest of my life.
Oh wow.
And
So
I would probably make the same choice.
is he only fly 757s now?
Well, it's a dual type rating, so they can also fly the 7.6.
Oh, okay.
But even the 7.5 will go from here to lots of places in Europe, and
Yeah.
so you get cool trips.
I flew on one time. It was with United. It wasn't like it had like a nice interior with like the seat like the screens and everything. But it just felt kind of old. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they have not made them for a long time now.
Yeah.
So all of them are old, and it's definitely from a previous era. But they have such great performance, and they just look cool.
Mhm.
And here it's a real pilot's aircraft.
Isn't there one supposed to come to the sim or did that already come out?
There is one that is supposed to come into the sim. I think the developer is called Bluebird Simulation
Yeah.
or something like that. I know there's a few with similar names to that, so don't quote me exactly. And I have heard it is not going to come out this year.
Yeah, I feel
And
like
I
that's been
also,
being hyped up a lot recently.
yeah, I totally missed the custom waypoint because I was too close to the ridge and talking, so I got to circle back real quick and grab it.
I didn't even look if I hit it or not.
Maybe I did hit it. No, it's over the. I can't tell if it's wide enough for me to have hit it, but
I don't even know. I'm just flying through the mountains. I don't really care about the task time or whatever. Oh, it's just off to my left, I think.
oh, did I overtake you?
Yeah, I was just trying to head him back there.
Okay, I got it just now, and boy, be careful because there is a lot of lee side sink on that waypoint.
Yeah. Oh, it's not on what? Not on task custom. I don't know what that means.
I wonder if you maybe missed one earlier, and
Yeah, I
it's
might have
just
missed
like,
one of the early. I'm just flying for the. I don't really care.
yeah, just like these mountains and this little ridge we
Yeah.
got.
I would only ever do the tasker for flying one with the flight computer in it.
Yeah. There are group tasks through some discords that are really fun though, and there's like 30 or 40 people flying,
Oh
and
wow.
everyone takes it, you know, just like they might in real life.
Yeah, I know Condor they do a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, I've done some stuff before, but just such an old
Yeah.
system, old software. I really am hopeful Condor 3 breathes some life into it. Funny enough, though, on Condor 2 the other day, you can download scenery, and so I downloaded Texas, where I used to fly, and I installed it, and I got up the sim, and I put the K21 on and loaded up the Texas scenery, and the splash screen is like a compilation of a bunch of photos of Texas, like landmarks and like gliders over Texas. They clearly like went online and found Texas gliding and like stole some photos from Soaring Magazine and whatever. And the funniest part is on the splash screen is a thumbnail from a YouTube video of me and one of my friends flying gliders over Texas. And
Oh
so
wow.
I clicked fly now and my face popped up on screen in a K-21 flying over Texas Soaring Association, and it made me laugh.
That's funny. We have a scenery I think for around our airport, but it puts like a river or something right through the middle of our airfield. It's so bad.
At some point, I thought I heard Asobo saying that there's going to be like a user uh, place where people can update sceneries and post that.
Yeah.
And so I'm hopeful that like as that gets developed, I can go in and like tweak places I fly in real life to make them look the best, and so will everyone else. And over time, it'll just create a really accurate looking sim.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm a little stuck here. I see we have to go to the left. I only see a little pass up here. I'm gonna slow it down on these ridges.
Yeah, I think I missed one of the points. But yeah, hopefully Condor 3 is better. I just wonder how much better it will be though.
Yeah, you know, I can't imagine like graphically it's gonna be a ton better, but I do hope that they have a pretty accurate like soaring
Yeah.
experience.
I've only flown it a couple times, but I feel like the visits are pretty spot on.
The sun's starting to look cool coming over these mountains.
Yeah. Yeah, this time of year is when all like the good games and updates for things come out.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot of sync.
I'm really hugging the land here, the upwind side, to stay away from this evil looking lee side.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to pick up the pace here as I'm low during this pass. That worked. It was not even close. It was plenty of margin the whole time. I would have done it in real life.
I think I'm gonna keep my realism. I'm not gonna do another push and pull at the last second maneuvers. So there might
That
be a
was a fun
little,
section.
yeah. What's it? This little glacial runoff up here.
Yeah, I got a nice little kiss of lift from that. Oh, dude, the lift really improves on this other side.
Mm. Yeah, this was the part. Whenever you start getting into like really high, you just kind of gotta stretch around.
Yeah,
It's
but
kind of hard to make flight plans for this stuff.
I think that you did it really well here, because you made me slow down and like, get a better glide ratio to make the lift work better to get over the pass. But I was fortunate that I didn't have to take any turns, and I could follow the terrain up. So I think it was actually a really good place to have those that path cut through.
Yeah. I think that's enough margin now. That one last pass fixed it for me.
I got lift to the whole pass as I kept close to the that upwind side, so never got sketchy.
Hmm. I'm flying like into the wind basically.
Yeah, but it turns around and starts to run eastward
Oh yeah.
in a helpful way.
Just getting a lot of weather vane effects right now. Right now it can turn.
It did feel a little sketchy. I was hovering around 60, 65 knots at first, and the wind was kind of waggling me.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you did great. Yeah, nailed it.
That says even too slow. 60. Not enough margin. There we go. 70. That works.
I have to go buy one singular cable tomorrow for a job next week. It is $190.
What? Oh, you have to buy like a cord.
Yeah, one. It's a cable that lets me remotely start and stop recording a specific kind of camera that we have on a job next week.
Oh wow.
That
Where do you even
cable.
buy that stuff?
Fortunately, the company that makes my remote focus system is based here in Santa Monica, which is about 15 minutes from where I live.
Oh wow.
So
They're
I'm
right
just
there.
gonna drive. Yeah, and I know all the people that work there, since I have spent much more than a car's worth of money with it, and I'm just gonna hop over there tomorrow to the shop and pick it up.
Nice.
Pretty convenient. However, dumb that I have to buy a $200 cable for
Yeah.
a one-off job that I'll probably never use again.
Can you do anything with like Bluetooth or anything? Or is it too complex?
There are some cameras that do utilize Bluetooth or maybe even built-in Wi-Fi, and you can connect to them with just anything that can connect to Wi-Fi and control them that way. So I do use my phone with some cameras, even like big cinema cameras have some of them are starting to use that. Um, but this one, no, I'm gonna have to get this cable.
Hmm. I'm just kind of crossing this gap here.
I think I am going to the penultimate waypoint. I think I got 25 kilometer to go.
That's 6,000. I think we've gained. I think when we took off, it was around sea level. So it's like 6,000 feet gain.
Yeah, we're definitely up here in the highlands now.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I just got the final invoice, 209.
Oh wow.
That's life.
Are you paying that out of pocket or do you get reimbursed for that stuff?
No, I own my Focus kit, and so I'm just gonna buy that and eat the cost of it, and it'll just be a part of my kit forever now, and I'll
Mm.
have it in the future if I need it. I'm gonna mute myself for 1 second. I'm getting a call, but I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Moritz W says, is the weather preset just a global direction so you hug the same slope during your flight? Um, so For this one, we just set it from the north, so you can just go in here and just kind of change it from the north. But if you want, you can switch around which direction it comes from. But yeah, it will just blow along so you can get the wind. There's not a whole lot of like variable wind you can really set up depending on location. But you can go and add different layers and things. But I think in some of the Condor games, and maybe in 2024, where they're gonna add some like variable wind and stuff. But when you fly live weather, I think it does go and change that. So good question. Alright, I think this is where we turn now. Yeah, that looks like about it. Let's just go over the lake and that's the finish. Pretty nice flight in the LS4. It's a pretty decent glider. What time is it now? It is... Why is it 5:15 p.m.? I said that wrong.
Oh, I just got the finish line right as I hung up. 45 minutes, 131.5 kilometers per hour.
Nice. What did you have your time set up to? Because mine switched to like 5 o'clock or something.
Oh, mine also did the same thing, 5:11.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Because of these mountains, I never really...
Oh my goodness, that is some bad wind shear. Oh my god, look at the stream. It's just negative 14.
Yeah, over the tops for sure.
Oh man. This is why we're just so dangerous.
Man, I've just heard stories. We've got those ridges just north of, or just south of where I fly.
That's still insane. Oh man. Oh, here we go.
Wow. I'm gonna hang around the finish here for you, because the airport is like 15 kilometers further down. And there's a nice ridge here.
Yeah, it's all just trying to like downwind from here, so.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. You don't even have to be close to the ridge. You can just like fly just under the yellow line.
Oh my god, I'm just getting thrown around on this tiny ridge. It's so weird. I'm just gonna turn and burn. Get out of this sink.
Speed to flight. Doing a loop.
Let's see it. That worked out pretty good.
Sure did. Went over the top, kind of low on energy though.
There's 120, pull back.
Rudder's like way more sensitive than it should be.
Yeah, you really do gain a lot of energy. I lose a lot at the top of the loop.
I can't imagine the rudder is truly this effective in real life. Do you have a strobe on? Do I have a strobe on?
I think so, because I saw something flashing.
I see your strobe for sure.
Yeah, I was seeing it flashing earlier, and I was like, is that what he's talking about?
No, but I guess it would look like that, but red, and I think maybe steady, not flashing. They're really cool tech. If you go on YouTube and look up, what's it, Stefly, I
Steve
think
Fly,
he's got
yeah.
a cool video about it.
I learned that's how he bought his LaBelle in his first plane. Is he made that glide computer for some competition and got like $10,000 from it, and then he bought a
Uh-huh.
LaBelle.
I wish I could buy a LaBelle for only 10 grand right now.
There's the one for
With a
sale,
trailer.
15,
Yeah, I
15
want a
with the
trailer.
trailer all the way out here.
Yeah, yeah, let me know on the West Coast.
Oh man. I know Condor has a LaBelle. Have you flown that one?
I have, yeah. My initial CFIG had a LaBelle as well, and I never flew in it, but I uh, helped rig it and sat in it and had some fun around it.
That's cool. Alright, coming up on the lake here. Oh, you know what? I
Where's
could pull
the?
up my sectional again. Let's see.
Yeah, some more dead reckoning. The airport is beyond the lake. Let's see, I need to look as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I see. Just on the north end of the east side of the lake, between Fish Lake and Lake Winnetachi.
Yeah, like Winnetouch. Yeah, that sounds about right. These are all named after Native American stuff.
So was the town I was born in Texas,
Hmm.
named after the Waxahachie Native American tribe.
Yeah, everything around like Washington area, it's all named after a tribe or something. Casinos are owned by tribes. And you could get some like gnarly fireworks from their stores and stuff because it's technically its own country, so they can just sell whatever they want.
See, you got a lot more altitude than me.
Yeah, I've been doing like 100 knots all the way down. Downwind dash.
I did all those loops and stuff.
Yeah. Is that the airport there? I think it might be. Or maybe it's that over there.
I can't quite tell from my lower vantage, but I'm just gonna follow the kind of north side of this lake.
Oh yeah.
My trusty glide computer will point me in the right direction.
There are a few clouds here you can maybe scrap around under.
I only see these little scraps here. I do see some kind of behind us, though. Ah, man, if I knew the area even more, I would just like go almost V&E right over the top of the water, pull up and do a contest finish.
That might be what I do.
I guess we land to the west on 27 so that we have a northerly, so that we have a
Oh,
actual up headwind component,
okay.
even though we'll eat a good crosswind.
I think that's the... Is that it there? Or is that it? I can't tell. They both look like they could be airports.
It's got to be that little brown patch between the trees.
It's not the one over near the fish lake.
I think it's the one directly between Fish Lake and the most eastern edge of whatever the long lake was
Like
called.
Wenatchee or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Wenatchee, that's what it's. Yeah,
Wenatchee.
I think that's how you say it.
I'm trimming up here to 60 knots. I'm just gonna fly that. I'm gonna do the 45 into the left downwind for 27. But I'm still maybe 5 miles out.
Alright, I'm gonna do a contest finish, I think.
Cool.
We'll
You know
speed
what?
up.
I have the energy to do that as well. You're number one to win.
Alright, I'll speed up, then do. I guess I'll just kind of go out and do like a teardrop or something for.
Yeah, I'm gonna make like a right hand 45 and turn left to line up to final, so I'm turning more into the wind.
Okay.
I'm leaving my gear up for my flyby.
And a little inspection pass here. I'm starting to get some flutter, so I'm gonna pull the airbridge out. Yeah, it looks pretty much just like a. Almost like a wheat field.
You still flying north?
I'm heading north to right.
Is this your low pass right now?
I just did a pass of it.
Okay. I'm coming in for my finish here.
Alright. Gear down. Yeah, speed. Ooh, man, that speed is trying to come down. Trimmed. Full brakes.
I'm gonna stay on the north side of the runway because I see you on final. So I'll be over the tree line.
Alright, I'm crabbing into the winds. You're gonna need a lot of crab here. That was a pretty good landing.
See?
Ooh, it has a sound. You can hear it when it flies by. You can
Cool.
hear the whoosh.
That's
Oh, it
awesome.
was so cool. Listen on the stream.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and listen to it. Gear down and locked. Just gonna let the crosswind push me to the center line. Start to crab.
Let's see how he does here.
Pull up right off next to you if I can. Oh, let's not flare too high.
I just kind of held it off all the way in.
There we go.
I'm gonna pop my canopy.
Where are the brakes? Are they at the tail end of the spoilers or the toe brakes?
I think they're on the spoilers.
Yep, you are right, and here I am.
But if you have toe brakes mapped for your other plane, they do carry over to gliders, I think.
Right next to you.
Nice.
That was a really good one.
Nice. Do you want to do something in the K-21 or something?
Let's see. Let's go to main and see what might be. Fun little quick test. That California, the SoCal K-21 flight we did was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I do have an idea.
Okay. I've just been bouncing back and forth between 167 and 168 subs recently.
Sometimes I think YouTube also like goes out and cleans out inactive
Yeah.
subs. Trying to think what might be a good glider to take.
I kind of want to do that K-21 again. That was fun flying that.
There's a place in real life in California I want to fly called Warner Springs.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of that. Oh, that's way down there. Yeah, that's
it's
where.
It's in SoCal.
Who flies out of that? I think it's Bill Palmer or something.
I have a friend who flies for Southwest right now who also does some gliding in Warner and also flies in Texas still.
Well, looks like you guys got a storm heading towards you.
Yeah, I doubt that we'll see anything from that.
You can actually see it rotating on the. That's so cool.
I know it is.
This map is still so cool, the Earth map.
Let's do the same wind preset, but just like from the west. Yeah, that swirl, you know this. That means what kind of pressure system is.
Okay,
well,
yeah,
which direction is it?
That's a low. That's a low pressure.
Okay, there we go. Beautiful.
Because that was such a weird question on the bronze. I was like, what does this mean? It's the low is on your left, or the when you're back to the wind or something. It was so weird.
Weather preset 30.
Weather preset 30.
And then I say I'm gonna do the K-21, and then just should we do an arrow tow, or that's what they do in real life here?
Yeah, they go fly down to the border sometimes, don't they?
Maybe we can see if we can try that today.
Yeah, I want to see how far we can get.
Maybe let's see if we can get to Tijuana.
So there's a few different Is Tijuana's in Mexico, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, I think you can see is that the border there? No, I can't tell.
The border is, I don't actually have a good guess for how far that is.
You can kind of see, I think it's on the, if you look at maybe MMTJ, it's like you can see the line, kind of.
Yeah. It's probably 50 miles.
Yeah. Oh, you can see where the border wall goes out into the ocean. That's so cool.
Yeah. Let's see if we can if we get bored of it. I do have to go in, I doubt we'll be able to make it. I might have to pop out in the middle of this flight, maybe in 30 minutes. So I have set, why don't we just set noon local.
Okay.
Weather 30. Arrow tow from runway 26.
Noon. And air tow. Alright, I'm ready when you are.
Great. Alright. 3, 2, 1, and fly.
Yeah, and it looks like there's some other strips if we want to stop early, we can go and land out.
Yeah. It would be fun to make it to San Diego and then skirt south to Tijuana. I like these silly little tasks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm loaded in.
That's something we should do on the weekend or something. It's just do a whole, or maybe not in the glider, but just fly through all the big California cities. Just go through all of them.
Oh, dude, yeah, I could definitely start chaining that up. We could make tasks with really good soaring conditions, so that we can actually, in like an hour and a half or so, fly from like north to SoCal. I am departing.
Alright, time to get on out of here.
I always forget to turn my Vario down, and then in the most task saturating part of the departure, oh, my rope broke.
Uh-oh. Let's see on mine.
Alright. I'm doing a 180-degree landing.
You might want to land in the grass.
And I got a windsock.
Oh, you got a
In
tail
my
one
way.
too, oh, man.
I know, dude, and it's a spicy one. It's okay, we can manage.
Yeah, this Vero is really loud.
Dude, I greased it on, though. I'm just gonna slew up.
Where's the... I just pulled the circuit breaker. Where's the,
There's a volume knob on the bottom left quadrant of the digital Vario, right next to the smoke ignition.
Oh, I see it now, yeah.
You have to twist it clockwise, but it's kind of a fiddly click spot.
We're doing the death dive, oh man.
The rope is still attached to me. It looks like it broke at the tow plane end, if that can happen in the sim.
Yeah, I think that can happen. You'd have to be doing something really wrong for, or the rope is just really broken for you to break at the tow plane end.
Yeah, I have not seen it break at the tow plane end. Of course, it does have to be stronger at the tow plane end.
Yeah, on the Grove 102, we have to put this extra... It's basically just like an extra piece of like rope, and you just kind of like tie it around the end of the ring for the other one. And that's what we use as like a weed link for it, but it's just like so annoying that to go and put that on every time, because it's the only plane that uses it.
Yeah, that's what we do here in Crystal in California. In Texas, we had a weak link assembly, and it was like a metal plate with a thinner metal plate in the middle. And I saw one of those break once.
Oh man, I'm lagging here. Hold on. Come on.
North.
My rope's probably gonna break soon if I don't. Come on, game, you're still alive. You can do it. You can do it. Oh man, this is a long. I don't know if I'm able to recover from this one.
Oh, I see on stream now.
Oh no. I think it might
did
be.
It crash?
I don't.
I hope it comes to. I've had some long ones before, and they pop back, but. So once the sound stops.
Oh my god, it's back, it's back, it's back.
Look at you, there we go.
I don't think the tow plane actually moved though, we just like both stopped.
Your PC was like, I'm not gonna process anything right now.
It's like, I'm gonna take a nap for like 10 seconds, I'll be back.
I'm rushing west towards these ridge faces here, these little mountain faces. Although there's probably better ones that would take us south, but just trying to get over to them.
When should I get off on the when should I get off on the tow? Oh shoot.
I slewed up probably way too high. What's your altitude?
I'm at what is that? 4 or 5?
Okay,
4.5.
I'm at 6.3.
I'm gonna go and box the weight here. I think it's actually working. Oh no, it just broke. Dang it.
Yeah, you see, it's something weird with the physics of the rope.
I was going a little bit outside of what it should have been though. It was working to almost to like his elevator on the roof of the canopy. Let's see, where are you here?
Wow, that's pretty realistic. Dude, this K21 is so great.
Oh my god, I almost just nosedived. That was the I was looking at your stream and I just towed back on my plane is 90 degrees straight into the ground.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out the perfect place to hit this hammerhead.
I'm gonna turn on the smoke. Oh no, it doesn't work, dang it.
Oh, I nailed it here. Perfect weightless, 90 degrees. I can't believe how. I mean, this is exactly what it's like doing these in real life. This is fun. Oh, I did a tail slide. That's not good.
It's been a low pass over the field here. Oh man. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to recover. I might have to go and land. I wish it was like in that disc just where you can just call another tow plane. You know, I'm gonna go and get the landing and then I'll go and slew back up.
The what?
I'm gonna go to a landing and then I'll slew back up to you.
I'm doing the same thing. Dude, I'm flying 100 knots. I pull out the air brakes, I decelerate, and I can see magnetic deviation.
Oh, wow. They went through that much.
Yeah. I mean, sorry, acceleration errors. I'm off your 3 o'clock. I said deviation, but magnetic acceleration errors.
Mm-hmm.
Decelerate north.
Yeah.
Let's see. Accelerate north, decelerate south.
Yeah, let's go and watching the YouTube rabbit hole on that the other week.
I cannot believe how well modeled this K-21 is.
If only any builds would sponsor me. I'm turning out. I have like no energy. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it to that sock. Would be really nice if I had a Fez and I could just go and...
Yeah. The premium Discus 2C, the Fez version, is pretty perfect for stuff like that. I'm gonna hit Y and just go up just goof off for 10 more minutes, and then I think I got his bounce.
Alright. We're gonna do a stratosphere tow here.
All the way up.
Oh, there, yeah. When you hold the slew longer, it starts getting faster and faster and faster.
Get to like 800,000 feet.
Yeah. I'm doing about 10,000 a second. Okay, here we are. 100,000 feet.
Wow.
You should come and slew up here with me.
I feel like my slew doesn't accelerate. I don't know how that's
Just hold it. Just hold it up for. If you hold it up, it should go eventually.
Okay, let me check it out.
Once you start getting past like 20,000. Yeah, I just cannot gain. There's just not enough air density up here to not gain any lift. What are the Perlin project? They set like 70,000, I think, or something.
Can't remember if it's that or like 80.
I think it was like around 70. It's right around here. Oh, I'm starting to fly again. Around 81,000. I can see pretty far up the coast here.
I am at over 40,000 feet, I think.
Now let's see, how long could I glide with a 30-to-1 glide ratio?
Well, you can actually do the math.
Yeah, we can. So let's see, there's 5,000. Alright, I'm gonna work out the calculator. 82,000. Oh, no, hold on. 5,280 divided by 30. That's 176 feet lost per mile, alright? So we have to do 80,000 divided by 5,280. So that's 1 point. No, that was 8,000. 15, okay. No, I'm not doing something right here. I was doing my math wrong. Oh no, now you just do 80,000 divided by 176. That's what you. We could glide for 450 miles. If I did that right. Mort says 730. Yeah, it's a big number.
I'm at 70,000 feet.
I got down to 6.5 because I was nosedive here. Where did you?
Yeah. I did get a similar number for miles.
What did you get to? Around 4?
Like 400 miles straight.
Yeah.
I think my glider will come apart if I just pull the brakes and point the nose down.
I slewed up for like 2 seconds, so now I'm at 130, and I can't find you.
Yeah. You gotta look at my stream.
Oh, there you are down there. Oh man, that's kind of like a spiral dive, but it's like severely. That's really bad.
I'll fly through this cloud.
Let's see, my sync rate is about 80,000 feet per minute. Down.
I'm down to 40,000 feet.
I'm at 100,000, still going down.
So I think we were at Perlin altitude.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm at 220 indicated. Oh, there's severe flutter. Oh my.
I've got air brakes down, no straight down, 110 knots.
Alright, now I'm at Pearl and out. This is the highest record glider flight right here. Oh my god. Alright, now I'm just going for speed. How fast can we go? Can we do a invert? Oh, we could. They actually modeled redding out in the sim. Oh, I just read it out. I'm dead.
There's G-force effects. Yeah, you can blackout too.
Yeah, I read it out and now I'm lighting up. Oh wow, I've never seen that before in the sim. Maybe we can't do a negative roll. Unless I do it really fast. Then trick the guy and then think he's still alive. Okay, here we go. It's not working, dang it.
About to enter IMC in a glider.
Oh man. Yeah, my guy's still dead. Pull the dive brakes, that's what happens.
Cool thing about the K-21 is you just have the air brakes open.
Yeah, it's got one. It's
as long as you're under VA, I mean, nothing can go wrong. I'm trying to get disoriented and fly into this cloud without seeing the horizon. But I can always just see enough to know.
Have you seen those videos of people do cloud flying in Europe and stuff?
Yeah, they freak me out. I'm gonna trim it up for slow flight with the air brakes out and see if I can just enter a benign spiral. You ever practice one of these in real life?
No, I've got this Are the spirals?
Benign turn, benign spiral. It's
No.
benign meaning, you know, like not aggressive, gentle.
Yeah,
And so it would be like a very gentle spiral. You basically trim for just above your stall speed with your air brakes fully extended. And because, at least in the K-21, but for most training gliders, the dihedral of the wings will mean your glider will just kind of pick a side and do a lazy turn to one
yeah.
direction. So I'm full air brake out. I'm not touching the stick. I've trimmed the airplane to about 41 knots, which is about stall speed with your spoilers fully extended. The glider is just gently banking to the right and descending. I'm not controlling it at all. I'm not using any rudder. I haven't touched the stick at all. And it will just continue because of the dihedral of the wings to just bank gently and descend in a lazy circle or a very benign spiral, if you will.
Hmm.
I remember my CFIG showing me this on one of my first few flights. And he said, if you ever get above the clouds and you know that cloud base gives you plenty of altitude above the ground and you have to get through them, this is an option.
Alright, man. Coming to 28,000. Oh my. That just went dramatically wrong. I don't know what. I just pulled about 10 Gs.
Wow.
I'm just doing a loop with the trim. I just have full trim back and I'm just doing infinite oops. I might have. Oh, we just kept enough speed to go around.
Still at 11,000 feet. But I do have to land and hop on off.
The Yastrin doesn't know what to do here. Oh man. That's some pretty realistic Yastrin characteristics right there.
Yeah, this is just a well done airplane.
Alright, I'm gonna try and come down and land fast enough here.
I set my wings to about 45 degrees. And in the K-21, that's pretty much the perfect sweet spot with adverse yaw. So, and overbanking and underbanking tendencies.
Yeah.
So it just really sticks in it. And you could just benign spiral all the way down. 41 knots, 45 degrees,
You got brakes out?
full brakes. And just perfectly trimmed. Because of the longitudinal stability of the glider, it might fluctuate slightly in the pitch attitude, but it doesn't enter aggressive cycles. It really works itself out. And the wings just have stayed at the perfect bank the whole time. Okay, I'm gonna practice landing out.
Nice. Yeah, I got mine to work. Here we go. Full brakes out.
Okay, we know the wind's coming from the west here, so I'm gonna pick a field where I can land to the west, but I want to make it challenging.
It's a pretty nice little trick to just descend.
Alright, I'm doing a precision approach in a bad field.
Let's see where you're landing. I'll come and land in the same field. What's this lake here? Is this...
I don't know.
Why does it say we have flaps on this glider?
Where does it say that?
In the external view, that's one of the dial things. It says we have flaps.
Oh, funny.
I extended my flaps to flap 0. I guess it's
Oh.
just kind of a glitch. I just forgot to take that out. Well, I just see what you're doing. Alright.
Oh, wing hit a tree.
Uh-oh. I'll try and land in that same field.
I do have to jump off. This was very fun though, and a great task in the Washington State area. And I'll have to come up with a good one to connect some parts of SoCal for us to fly. Maybe this coming weekend.
Okay.
Cool, dude. I'll see you around.
Yeah, see you around.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Alright, that's way too fast. Okay then. Shoot, that's not gonna work. Oh man. Oh. I thought if I could maybe just clear that and land here instead. Ooh. That was not good. Yeah, that would not have been a nice landing there. Just too short of a base, not a very good setup. I wasn't really paying that attention. Alright. There we go. Alright, successful landing. Let's go and open the back here. There you have it. K-21. Landing in the field. Oh, that's probably gonna be the end of the stream, guys. Man, I might stream again this week, but probably this weekend sometime or something like that. If you heard what Carl said. Oh, they even have it so that that's modeled in real life too. That's nice. In real life, you have to close the back first. Lock this side like that. And then you can lock the front. But yeah. Alright, I'll catch you guys